Good morning, kids. So yesterday you watched a video and you learned that El Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is a holiday that's celebrated throughout Mexico every November 1st and 2nd. Now, you were probably wondering while watching the video, what kind of holiday celebrates death and the dead? Can the word holiday and death even be used in the same sentence? Can a death holiday really be fun? Well, the answer is obviously yes. Actually, many countries around the world celebrate similar versions of the Day of the Dead by having special days for honoring and remembering the dead, like our Memorial Day in the United States. How about a Day of the Dead selfie? In our country, most Memorial Day celebrations are usually sad, solemn, quiet events where respect for those who have passed on is shown and expected. The music that is played at these events is usually taps for military remembrances or religious church songs for civilians, both of which tug at the heartstrings. They're sad. But in Mexico, the celebrations for deceased loved ones is a loud, happy, sometimes raucous affair. I think it is great that the Mexican people can celebrate death in a celebratory manner with joy and laughter as opposed to with tears and sadness. To Mexicans, death is not the end, but just another stage of life. You also learned that Mexicans believe that El Dia de los Muertos allows the dead to live again. During this time, it is believed that the deceased return to their earthly homes to visit and rejoice with their loved ones. El Dia de los Muertos is celebrated as a way of retaining connections with the unseen world, a world that we will all return to one day. Since El Dia de los Muertos is a holiday for honoring and remembering those who have passed on, you know that it is a festive, joyous time of celebration. El Dia de los Muertos is Mexico's most important holiday, which means they invest a lot of time and money into celebrating it more so than any other holiday. You learn that Mexicans choose a place of prominence in their homes and build altars placing ofrendas, or offerings, on those altars. Here's a list of all the elements that every altar must have for it to be considered complete. Pictures, candles, food, skulls, skeletons, flowers, and objects of remembrance. The ofrendas, or offerings, that all Mexicans must shop for are copal, a Mexican incense. The copal is burned nightly on the altars. Next, every altar must have cempasúchil, or marigolds. It is believed that the spirits are attracted to the bright colors and the scents of the marigolds. The bright colors and the smell of the flowers help to lead the spirits home. Next, no altar would be complete without pan de muerto, or dead bread. Pan de muerto is decorated in a variety of ways. Pan de muerto is a sweet bread that tastes like vanilla and sugar. Every altar must have velas, or candles. The candles are lit on the altars every single night. A must-have decoration for every altar is papel picado, or cut paper. Papel picado comes in a variety of colors with intricately cut designs. The bright colors of the papel picado, it is believed, help to lead the spirits back home. No Day of the Dead celebration would be complete without las calaveras, or sugar skulls. Las calaveras are decorated in a variety of ways and usually come with the deceased's name written on the forehead of the sugar skull. It's not considered disrespectful to eat it. Children pass out las calaveras, or sugar skulls, to other children and family members, much like we pass out candy at Halloween. Every Dia de los Muertos altar must contain a cup of mole, which is a spicy hot chocolate drink. Another Dia de los Muertos decoration must is La Catrina, the skeleton woman that is the symbol of Dia de los Muertos. La Catrina is portrayed as a rich woman who always seems to be laughing at death. The Dia de los Muertos altars will also contain foods and drinks that the deceased loved ones enjoyed in life. It is believed that all of these items help to leave the deceased loved one's home. The altars will also have personal items that were very important to the loved ones while they were alive. These items can be pictures. These items can be clothing, games, or books. These items can be cell phones or musical instruments. These items can be associated with hobbies or toys. And these items can be stuffed animals for the children who have passed on. In addition to building altars in their homes, Mexicans have great celebrations in the cemeteries in which their loved ones are buried. They clean the graves. They bring food. They hire musicians and spend the evening telling stories and reminiscing. Some even spend the entire night in the cemetery, sleeping right along their loved one's grave. I like that to Mexican people, cemeteries are not scary places, but rather a place to gather, to celebrate, and to remember. I mean, can you imagine eating and dancing in a cemetery in America? You wouldn't. It would be considered disrespectful. To say that Mexicans have a different view of death is an understatement, and this holiday of El Dia de los Muertos proves it. Thank you for watching this presentation. I hope that it further explained the traditions and practices of the Mexican holiday of El Dia de los Muertos.